No, we'll get them looked at tomorrow. I don't think it's significant, but we won't know until tomorrow.
Not the outcome you would have wanted, but what can you say of the fight and the sense of urgency?
Yeah, I mean, I think we always will. I think that's who they are. They'll compete hard. I thought we were a little slow. I mean, that would be the thing that I talk about our game. I mean, I would expect them to be quick. They're sitting on 4 days rest, but I thought we just didn't move the puck quite the way we wanted to. And then it's a tight game, right? Like I think the 5-on-5 chances in the second period were 2 each team, so it was not a high. But both teams grind a little bit. We won't like the way we move the puck maybe at times, and at the end of the day, you go for 5 on the power play, and you got whatever 217 empty net. We consider that part of our power play, so we're 0 for 6 on that, and they were 1 for 2, and that's the difference in the game.
What was the biggest challenge on the man advantage for your team?
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I guess getting some pucks through and getting some handles on some pucks around the net. I mean, they're not going to give you the. We on our PK, we tried to poke a puck by. It didn't get all the way down, and that came back and it opened up a hole. They didn't make that mental mistake, and when we did have our chances, we either missed the net or I think Hags missed the net 5 times tonight, but he scored the one, right? He hit the net once, and it was in the back of the net. He hits the net more times than not, so I'm not complaining about the game. I didn't think we were great. And you're not winning every game, so if we're going to lose 2-1 in a game where maybe we feel we could be a little sharper, then we just move on.
Sam Reinhart, a bright spot once again. Just what can you say if the consistency continues to show?
Yeah, I think he and Barkov have got it going pretty good. You know, they're different physical attributes that each has, but they both find each other. So those two guys played way more than I wanted them to tonight, but it was all power play, special team stuff for the most part. I think they had 8 minutes. Plus the 2 at the end. They're probably 10 minutes on the ice on special teams. So we got to get some jump into some other guys here for tomorrow night's game because I've run the top end pretty hard.
Quick turnaround, looking ahead to tomorrow. Yeah. What's the best way in your mind to recharge?
I mean, with that part we'll have fun. There's lots of guys that didn't play that many minutes that they shouldn't be able to drive the bus. It's just somebody else has to do it. Might get a couple of players back into our lineup that would excite the group, and you need a little jolt on back-to-back. So keep your game as simple and as fast as you can.
You mentioned getting some players back into the lineup tomorrow. What has impressed you most about the way this team, especially the defense, has stepped up in Ekblad?
Yeah, you know what? It's been true of every game, and you would, the expectation. I think looking at it, we've been on playing pretty much. It feels like every second night for November. That they would have had a big lead on us in this game, that we would have had to fight back pretty hard on that. And then I don't think that the chances are too far out of skew. So we've been pretty darn good defensively, even when we're not. We got to scratch and claw a little bit. It's not going to look perfect. And that's kind of how I felt of the game. It didn't look the way you'd want it to look, but you understand sometimes how pucks moved. And they compete. These guys will play hard.
Talk about your goalie. You give up a goal or 2 in a game, you're going to win your fair share.
Yeah.
Talk about what he was able to do tonight.
Well, that's what he's been. He's been real good. He made 2. I think early in the game, especially, he had some work there. And the second, it got a little quiet, but they were a little quicker on us in the start. So, Sergei does a marvelous job of sensing when we need kind of that push, and he was real good early. They kept it, and then the game settled in for a little bit. But he's been great for us. Always has been.
Thank you.